Hi, I'm Real. My name is Raya, but I go by Real. Real Love. REYALLOVE. And I'm doing this video for my ex-girlfriend. I was originally born in Cincinnati, Ohio, and I moved here right after my 6th grade year in Cincinnati for high school because my parents wanted to come to Atlanta. So I've been here since I was 11 years old, on and off. My first day of 7th grade was an experience in itself. I had liked girls before I came here, but I didn't actually start talking to them like that until I got here. I had crushes on girls and everything, but once I got here, my first day in my 7th grade class, I met the most amazing girl in the world to me. Her name was Jamisha. She went by Angel. I don't know how she feels about me using her name. I tried to ask her, but she had to work. So, but when I moved here, my first day of 7th grade, my principal or assistant principal walked me to my classroom, and my teacher name was Mr. Evans. And Mr. Evans gave me a choice to either sit in front of this girl named Marshana or sit behind Angel. I chose to sit behind Angel. I don't know why. I guess it was impulse. But when I sat down, she turned around and she instantly said, "Hi, my name is Jamisha. What's your name?" And I was shy out of my mind, smiling from ear to ear. My name is Raya. And we instantly became friends. She wrote down her number. We talked like almost every day. We hung out in the hallways, in the classroom. She was like 3 of my classes in my math class. She was in my English class, and she was in a few other classes. I was like ecstatic to find that out. She took my schedule and was like, "Yeah, we're in a lot of classes together." I'm like, "Okay." But my crush grew and grew to the point to where I was putting jewelry, little love letters in her locker, and wondering if she liked me. Every night we would talk about these letters that she was getting and talk about our feelings towards girls. She told me she had did some things with some girls, and I told her I had did one thing with a girl, other than when I was too young to know what I was doing. As time went by, it was time for graduation from the 7th grade, and her mom moved away. My birthday was May 22nd, and my friend's birthday was the day after. I went for my friend's sleepover, and she was supposed to be there, but she didn't show up. And that was going to be the day I asked her to be my girlfriend. But because she didn't show up, I ended up waiting until the 31st. And I asked her then, and it was like 12 o'clock in the morning, so it probably was like the 1st. And she said, "Yeah." And I was like, "What?" I definitely thought she was gonna say no, but she said, "Yeah, my sister was ill. You gross. You like girls." I'm like, "Oh man." So she became my girlfriend that day. Um, I mean, we had made some conversation about it up until that date because at one point in time we actually kissed, and it surprised me that she did it. But it was like, okay, I didn't think nothing major of it. I didn't think she ever wanted to be with me or nothing, but she did. So we dated from there up until I was about 18, going on 19 years old. In between that time, we wrote letters, we talked on the phone, we video chatted, we emailed. To this day, I still remember her house number that I used to talk to her on. I know it's kind of weird, probably, but when I tell her that, she was like, "For real?" Yeah, I still remember the number. And I'm surprised it's off now because she had that number for years. Um, 17 years old would have been the first time I ever officially seen her, got to touch her hands, hold her, see her smile in my face. We were 17 years old. Well, she was 17. I was about to be 17 that year. It was January, right before her birthday, or right after her birthday. I was here in Atlanta for some things. I actually had to pay someone to take me to her house. Like I said, she moved away. I thought she was miles away. Come to find out, she was so close I could have went to her house anytime I wanted, but I didn't know that. Like I said, I moved here when I was 11. When she moved away, I was 12. So anyway, when I was 15, she asked me for an open relationship. I didn't know what that was either. I was just happy to have her as my girlfriend. Come to find out, open relationship is when you are allowed to see other people within your relationship. Never ever do that. Trust me. Because when you find out all the people that they're seeing and you're still seeing just them, it's going to hurt your feelings a little bit. Trust me. I moved back and forth a lot. So when I finally moved back to Georgia and I seen her again, we started hanging out every day. I'm at her house. We're going places. We're doing things we're not supposed to do. We're doing things that we are supposed to do. Her mom still didn't like me to this day. Well, her mom, God rest her soul, she passed away. But she didn't like me at all. Trust me. If she would have seen me, she probably would have shot me. Like, but she didn't shoot me. Like, thankfully. But when I turned 18 years old and we started hanging out, I thought we fell in love all over again. I thought that there was nothing that could tear us apart. Right before her 19th birthday, January 2009, she called me. I was on a train, MARTA, on my way to work. And she told me that we should see other people. Little did I know she had already started seeing somebody else. And I started crying. And I couldn't do nothing but agree with the fact that she wanted to see other people, because when you love somebody, you gotta know to love them enough to let them live their life that they want to live. Although my heart still get heavy talking about her and thinking about her, she is still the amazing woman that I knew her as when she was the amazing girl that I knew her as. Jamisha was and still is an amazing person. And to see her happy is the only thing that I've ever wanted to do. I thought I could make her happy, but apparently I couldn't. She's now married to a gentleman named Jason. He's a cool guy. Trust me, I know him. I've lived with him. I actually tried to hang out with her. You know, you do anything to be around the person that you gave your heart to. So when they offered for me to move to Savannah, Georgia, to live with them, I did. And it was one of the hardest things I did since letting her go. Seeing her every day, talking to her every day, dealing with her on a daily basis was so hard. Because not too long before I found out that they were married, but I can't help but feel like I did the right thing by letting her be happy. But I can't pretend like I don't still think about her. And she don't mean everything she meant to me before. It was so hard to be around her and not express how I felt. or not tell her what I thought because, or not bite my tongue because I didn't want to jeopardize her marriage and I didn't want to jeopardize our friendship, and I still don't want to jeopardize our friendship or her marriage. Like I said, you gotta love somebody enough to let them go. It truly broke my heart to find out that she was married or even happy with somebody other than me. Because, like I said, I've loved this girl since I was in the 7th grade. And anybody who knows me knows that Angel still owns the biggest part of my heart. And people say you fall in love, you fall out of love. I don't believe in that. I do not believe in falling out of love. There's no such thing. Because once you're in love with somebody, if it was real love, that love for them is always going to be there. Even if you got to let them go. You still going to think about them. Even if you're mad at them, you hate them, you can't stand them, you still going to love them regardless of what goes on. Because you gave them a piece of you that you could never give back. I don't know how she feels about me now. But I would never, ever, ever try to break up anybody's happy home for my own selfish gain. But Angel was everything and still is everything to me. I've moved on. I've dated a few girls since then. I'm not in a relationship now. But you can't replace something that was real with something that's fake. And I won't try. Thanks for listening. Know that I love you. And I always will.